Hello, I'm Jasmine. I'm a fifth-year medical student, and today I'd like to perform an ultrasound of the liver with you. I guide you step by step through the most important structures and explain how to identify them correctly. For this, I'll be using the Scan Booster app, which contains many real ultrasound examinations and allows you to simulate sonography anywhere and at any time. The structures I'll be discussing today are highlighted in color, making it easy for you to follow along and allowing you to locate them yourself later or even during the video. Enjoy watching and learning, and let's get started! Today we will focus on the liver and its associated structures. If you are already using the Scan Booster app, you can find the image under the category Internal Medicine, Liver, and then Physiological Liver. The liver is best visualized in the upper abdomen in both transverse and longitudinal scans, as shown in the pictogram in the lower right corner. Once you have found the correct position on the body, the image should look something like this. By tilting and rotating the probe, you can navigate through the entire ultrasound field. If you are currently working with the app or practicing, feel free to pause the video and explore the volume a bit. Otherwise, I will now display the labels and guide you through the ultrasound image. Before we focus on individual structures, let's start with some basic information about the liver. The liver is the largest internal organ and the body's metabolic center. It's located in the right upper abdomen below the diaphragm and extends partially into the left upper abdomen. In this illustration, the diaphragm is marked light yellow and separates the liver from the thoracic cavity. The liver plays a central role in intermediary metabolism. It is crucial for energy metabolism and biosynthesis, contributes to detoxification, stores nutrients and vitamins, and synthesizes key substances such as bile acids. Additionally, it regulates blood sugar levels. Now, let's return to the ultrasound and begin exploring the vascular system of the liver. The liver's vascular system is unique and consists of two components: the vasa privata, which supply the liver itself, and the vasa publica, which form the portal venous system. The vasa privata mainly receive blood from the proper hepatic artery, which delivers oxygen-rich blood to the liver. This artery is marked in purple and is located relatively close to the ultrasound probe. To properly identify this artery in an ultrasound scan, it's best to first locate the aorta, shown in red. The first abdominal branches of the aorta include the celiac trunk, which is salmon-colored here, and directly below it the superior mesenteric artery in light pink. The celiac trunk branches into the splenic artery, shown on the right, and the common hepatic artery, shown on the left in pink. The common hepatic artery gives off the gastroduodenal artery, marked in green, which supplies the proximal duodenum, the pyloric region of the stomach, and the pancreatic head, also parts of the greater omentum. The gastroduodenal artery branches further, including the superior pancreaticoduodenal artery, marked in blue-green. The second branch of the common hepatic artery is the proper hepatic artery, marked in purple. This artery divides into the right hepatic artery and the left hepatic artery. These arteries further branch into interlobular arteries, which supply the sinusoids, allowing metabolic exchange within the liver. The second major blood supply to the liver comes from the vasa publica, mainly through the portal vein. The portal vein carries nutrient-rich but oxygen-poor blood from the unpaired abdominal organs to the liver. It is prominently displayed in the center of the image in light blue. By rotating the ultrasound probe, you can visualize the bifurcation of the portal vein, which is said to resemble a jumping deer. After entering the porta hepatis, the portal vein divides into two main branches, which supply the right and the left liver lobes. These branches further divide into smaller vessels called interlobular veins, which run along the liver lobules. Finally, they drain into the sinusoids. There, oxygen-rich blood mixes with the blood from the portal vein. Blood exits the liver through the hepatic venous system, beginning in the sinusoids, flowing into the central veins, and then draining through the sublobular veins into the three hepatic veins. These veins are best visualized in an upper abdominal oblique scan by rotating the ultrasound probe approximately 45 degrees toward yourself. The right hepatic vein is shown in brown. The middle hepatic vein is centrally located, and the left hepatic vein is seen on the right side of the image in light green. All three hepatic veins drain into the inferior vena cava, forming the characteristic hepatic venous store. From the inferior vena cava, the left renal vein, marked in yellow, branches off. The gallbladder, located on the underside of the liver and marked in reddish-brown, stores and concentrates bile. When needed, the bile is released via the cystic duct into the common bile duct, aiding fat digestion in the duodenum. The common bile duct is shown in green and is formed by the union of the common hepatic duct, which drains bile from the liver, and the cystic duct, which connects the gallbladder. The common bile duct runs between the superior pancreaticoduodenal artery and the portal vein and is clearly visible in this liver volume scan. It belongs to the extrahepatic bile duct system and transports bile from the liver and gallbladder to the duodenum. Since the common bile duct is not always easily to identify in an ultrasound, it often helps to first locate the gallbladder. By tilting and rotating the probe, you can better visualize the spatial relationships. A useful approach is the shoulder-to-navel scan plane. We have now covered the most important structures. You can try to locate them in your own ultrasound scan. If you have any questions or if something is unclear, feel free to pause the video, review the details again, or ask questions in the comment section. Enjoy practicing and see you next time. I hope you picked up some new and useful information and can now identify the different structures more easily. If you'd like to dive deeper into the topic or simulate different examinations yourself, make sure to check out the ScanBooster app. That's it for today and see you next time!